Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Nazam. I've got some absolutely mind-blowing news from Apple that just dropped. Are you ready for this? Apple has now sold over 3 billion iPhones. That's very fantastic. That's with a B. That's a billion. I know. Let us sink in for a second. 3 billion iPhones since the first iPhone launched way back in 2007. Sorry, that's almost half of the world population owning an iPhone at some point. So this is massive news coming from Apple CEO Tim Cook during the latest earnings calls just a few hours ago. And honestly, when you break down the numbers, it's pretty incredible how fast this happened. Let me paint you a picture. Here back in 2016, so about 8 years ago, Apple celebrated hitting the first billion iPhones sold. Which took them 9 years to reach. Not that bad, right? Then even though Apple didn't make a big announcement about it, most experts believe they crossed 2 billion mark in somewhere around 2021. So that's another billion phone just sold under 5 years, and now here we are in 2025 and they have added another billion in just 4 years. The pace is actually getting faster, which is pretty wide when you think about it. But here is where the thing gets really interesting. According to Bloomberg, Mark Gurman, and this guy knows his Apple stuff very well, there was actually a buying frenzy recently that might have pushed the numbers up. So what happened was there was all these rumors spread online that iPhones were about to get super expensive. We are talking about expensive like $3,000 or even more expensive, going around $25,000 per phone. Can you imagine paying $25,000 for an iPhone? These rumors were tied to potential new tariff from the Trump administration, and even though these price hikes never actually happened, people got really scared and rushed to buy iPhones before price supposedly went through the roof. It's like when a storm's coming and everyone is rushing to the market or to the store to buy something and say this particular product is an iPhone. Speaking of this tariff though, they are having a real impact on Apple's business. The company said this tariff cost them around $800 million in second quarter of the year alone. That's already a huge number. But get this, they're expected to jump from that $800 million to $1.1 billion in third quarter. To put this into perspective, it's more than the GDP of small countries in Africa or even some part of Asia. But even with these challenges, Apple keeps on pushing. And speaking of pushing forward, Apple isn't slowing down at all. They are already gearing up for their next big launch in September. We are talking about the iPhone 17 lineup, and there is one model that has everyone talking: the rumored iPhone 17 From what we are hearing, this thing is supposed to be super thin and incredibly light. iPhone is hoping this might help boost sales of their Plus model, which is honestly haven't been doing well. They hoped compared to regular and Pro version. Mark your calendars because the official announcement is expected somewhere around September 8th and 10th. So if you are talking about upgrading your phone, or you might want to hold off for just some few weeks to see what happens. So you know what, when you really think about it, this 3 billion milestone is pretty incredible. Back in 2007, the iPhone was the revolutionary device that Steve Jobs introduced on the stage. People weren't even sure if the touchscreen would catch on, and now less than 20 years later, we are talking about 3 billion of this device being sold. And that's a device that has literally changed how we communicate, work, talk, listen to music, even navigate and live our daily life. It really makes you wonder, where will we be in another 20 years to come in the future? We are going to hit around 6 billion phones sold around the world. Anyways, that is big Apple news for the week. What do you think about this 3 billion milestone? Are you planning to wait for the new iPhone 7, or are you happy with your current phone? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like button if you find this video very helpful, and don't forget to subscribe for weekly tech news. I will see you in the next one. Peace.